Hello everybody, welcome back to Arthenex Plays Factorio with lots of mods. Alright, so it's been actually a fair while since I last recorded a session. You know, it's just one of those things, I got caught up. There was a lot of fighting biters that happened. They're just continually getting more and more aggressive, and I actually spent a lot of time building a wall over here, and another wall over here, and another wall over here. You can see it's getting attacked right now, and pushing them back all along the border. I just concluded another tour of pushing them back, so yeah, we really need to get those laser turrets going and get a secure perimeter established so I don't have to keep spending all my time fighting biters, because I'd rather do other things, you know? I mean, I appreciate that the biters are there in order to give me a reason to, you know, build up my military and research military and make it satisfying when it happens, but man, are they annoying to deal with. So quite a few things have happened in between fighting biters. We can take a cruise up here. First thing I want to show you is the glorious state of my old steam engine driven power area. It is completely off. We have weaned ourselves totally off of fossil fuels as far as power generation goes. We're still using them for a bunch of other things, of course, but we're now our grid of 4 solar networks is now providing all of the power that we need, which is awesome. But I've been so focused on getting laser turrets, I haven't gone and gotten rid of all of our old furnaces yet, so those are still running. Over here, you can see our gem production area. So if you recall, if we go over to defense here, when we're building up our laser turrets, we have everything there. Here we need polished sapphires. Here we need polished sapphires and polished rubies. We have lithium ion batteries. I'm also making Invar plate, so we've got that. And then for the Mark IVs, we need polished topazes. We need lithium ion batteries, which we have, electronic logic boards, and titanium. So here you could see where we are making sapphires and topazes. Sapphires and topazes are very easy to get. All you have to do is crush. Let's see, it was a little bit. What are you guys waiting for over here? You're waiting for the actual polished topazes. And yeah, I was a little bit worried that this would happen. And over here, you're waiting for grinding wheels. Interesting, you're waiting for grinding wheels. I gotta go see if I can up grinding wheel production. So the ore crusher crushes blue geodes into sapphire ore and crushed stone and topaz ore. And then we take those, and they have to get cut, for which we need grinding geels, and that gives us cut sapphires and cut topazes. Then after they're cut, they come up here to get polished, which takes a really long time. Now, normally this would be about the right ratio, perhaps a little under producing for each step, but because of our grinding wheel shortage, it is not. We're going to need a lot more grinding wheels in the future because, of course, we're only making 2 out of the necessary 3 gems at the moment. We still are missing emeralds, and emeralds are going to be a little bit trickier to make. We are, however, making electronic logic boards and titanium. I've decided to tap a resource rather than go out and find new minerals. I'm tapping a resource that I've been storing since the start of the game. Of course, I'm talking about slag. Let's see, and actually, wow, our gold production is not keeping up. It almost is. That surprises me. Alright, let's go ahead and throw down another electrochemical furnace here. I apparently need more steel. And how do I want to do this? Just do that. That. And that. Okay, so hopefully it will keep up now. We'll see. Surprised we're getting this much gold out of this. But anyway, slag is getting dissolved in the slurry with sulfuric acid. The slurry is being sent up here. It looks like, well, these are not turned on all the time, mainly because of the purified water. It is really hard to get purified water through the system, especially since I went with ceramic filtering instead of coal filtering, which I kind of regret. Ceramic filtering has the advantage it doesn't require any additional resource except water, but it uses purified water, and you can see I had to build 3 more things making purified water up here just to get enough purified water to clean these ceramic filters. But anyway, the slurry is getting refined, and it's getting turned into mineral sludge, and the mineral sludge, half of it, actually it looks like more of it is going here, which is actually fine. In general, I need more gold than I need. What's going on here? Why is this backed up? Oh, it's not. That's just the power. So here it's getting made into gold and tungsten, which is used to make the electronic logic boards. Looks like we are catching up over there. And then over here, it's being made into titanium and silver. The silver is just getting stored, but the titanium is also currently just getting stored, but eventually it's going to be used to make the laser turrets, among other things. So, yeah, so slag. Awesome. Alright, let's go see. Where am I making grinding wheels? I don't even remember. What do grinding wheels use? Grinding wheels use steel and silicon carbide. Right. So they're getting made down here by the bus. So let's go take a look at that area and see if we can figure out why we don't have enough grinding wheels. So here's grinding wheel production. No, those are polishing wheels. Sorry, those are used for polishing. Of course, we're not doing much polishing right now because our grinding wheels are so backed up. The grinding wheels, they're getting made over here. And it looks like you guys are short on silicon carbide. Interesting. So we need more production up here. Alright, we can do that. It looks like I don't see any reason why we can't just extend this line. This is silicon getting turned into silicon powder. Now, one of these can't support more, could support more than just one. No, it doesn't look like they can, looking at the lights here. Interesting. Alright, well let's dramatically increase our production up here. So we'll make, these are electrochemical furnaces, yeah. So we're going to need a lot more of this eventually. So let's make like, go up another 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 12. Alright, that will like triple our production. But apparently we could use it based on what I'm seeing up there. So this is the powdered silicon, which just takes silicon bars. Easy enough to get. We've been making those to turn into silicon wafers before. It's a slow process, but not a difficult one. And then silicon powder is fed into the electrochemical furnaces where it's mixed with carbon to make, of course, silicon carbide, which is used to make the grinding wheels. I have my output going out too. Yes, I do. So I'll have to tell these to drop here. And actually, we should probably have half of these, more or less. Oh, there's on the inside of the belt. And we have some extra slack down here, but we'll probably want at least one more, making grinding wheels. Oh, the steel is coming from down there. Right. Like that. You. That. Alright, and then alright. So hopefully the biters continue to press me. Just like redid the defenses up there too. So let's take a look at this. See if we start getting backed up. Oh, we don't want these offset. I forgot we're using the other half of that belt. This may be overkill then. Not sure how much one half of one belt can actually support. I think we'll be okay. Like we don't have, we're not short on production on this end anyway. Definitely increase the number of grinding wheels we're making. That's for sure. All right, well, we'll have to come back in and check on that. I'm going to need grinding wheels for my emerald production as well. While we're down here, let's just take a quick peek. My electronic logic board circuit line. There's nothing too earth-shattering about it. but it's built over here. Here we have the gold getting delivered, so I can make the superior circuit boards out of fiberglass, which is glass and plastic. And it looks like, yeah, we're full, because we're not really using these for anything right now. So our line hasn't started. I had to make level 3 electronics assembling machines, which required electronic logic boards and titanium. But yeah, since we're not really using these for anything, they're not currently on the bus. Although we could probably fill up both sides of this line, since I suspect that they will be on the bus. At some point, if the bus isn't going to continue that much further, but we're going to need them for the turrets, if nothing else. So that gives us, so we're now just one component short. If we look at our defense here, all we need, we have everything we need except for the polished emeralds. So, polished emeralds. We can't, so if we look at our, there's two different ways to make gems. So we could get emerald by doing cyan geode processing. I think that was, and we could definitely get it from light green geode processing, but we have no reliable way to make these because we're not doing, I think, level 3 ore sorting. Or maybe it's filtering. No, none of these give you the light green geodes. Yeah, I know you can get them from mining rocks, but other than that, I'm not sure how you get these other colors. All of these just give you blue and red, and it doesn't look like any of these give you geodes. Anyway, so since we can't get them from the right color geode, and red just gives us amethyst and rubies, which we don't need, we're going to have to get it the other way, which is by recrystallizing. We can crystallize to emerald and amethyst ore. So in order to get that, we need crystal matrix. Crystal matrix we get from using, first we got to make gem seeds, which uses crushed sapphirite, crushed givelite, crushed steatite, sulfuric acid, and crystal slurry. We get the crystal slurry by liquefying geodes. So we can liquefy blue geodes or any color geode, but we're probably going to do blue and mostly reds. We can't use red geodes for anything else. So we're going to liquefy this to crystal slurry. Then we're going to use we're going to make gem seeds using the crystal slurry. Then we're probably going to hydro refine them at least once, since it just requires water and not purified water. I don't really want to use sulfuric acid to take it to the next step, so we're probably just going to hydro refine them once, and then once we get the gem seed chunks, we'll blend them with crystal seedlings and mineral sludge. So the mineral sludge, let's see. So we get gem seed chunks, crystal seedlings, and mineral sludge from blending gem ore chunks. No. We blend gem ore chunks. Right. So we need the gem seed chunks, we need crystal seedlings, we need mineral sludge. So mineral sludge, currently we're getting some mineral sludge. That's kind of our, not our end product, but our penultimate product from our slag processing is mineral sludge. We're recrystallizing it into, mainly into gold and titanium, which is what we want, but also into silver and tungsten, which at the moment we don't care about, although at some point I'll probably want tungsten, maybe. But, okay. We lost some wall. No turrets deads yet. Anyway, so yeah, here you can see we're using mineral sludge. And we have a surplus of mineral sludge. No, maybe we don't. No, we don't have. We're using all the mineral sludge we're making. We have a surplus of slag slurry because of the purified water situation here. Although it's not too bad. I mean, most of these are working most of the time. Anyway, so we're going to have to make some more mineral sludge or steal some from this process, which I'd rather not do. But anyway, once we get that, that will give us the crystal matrix. So how do we get crystal seedlings? Crystal seedlings... See, now I'm trying to remember how we get crystal seedlings. Yeah, so crystal seedlings... So some of the crystal slurry... Right, so we take gem seeds and then... So we take gem seeds from ore and sulfuric acid and crystal slurry. So some of the crystal slurry goes in here to make the gem seeds. But the rest of it has to get filtered to the crystal seedlings, which also gives us, I believe that's sulfuric wastewater. We can also filter some of it to mineral sludge, which we will probably have to do in order to satisfy this. And we can use any excess mineral sludge and feed it into here because we have a little bit of excess capacity over here. So anyway, all that's going to give us the crystal matrix, which we can crystallize to emerald and amethyst ore, and that will give us emerald ore and amethyst ore, which I don't really care about. And we'll have to run the emerald ore through a process similar to this to get the polished emeralds. All right, sound simple enough? Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, looking at this, it looks like our increased grinding wheel has had the desired effect of now we are backed up on sapphire production because they're not getting polished fast enough because we don't have enough capacity. So, Oh no, they're okay, we're not backed up here. In fact, we're one short up here. Interesting. You can actually use more no. Okay, well I don't really care actually, as long as this is going and we're making a good supply of topazes and sapphires. I don't really care that it's not quite optimized. Alright, so our first step is going to be we need to make gem seeds and we need to liquefy geodes to slurry. So, am I going to want more slag processing at some point? I mean, I don't think so. I think we're using more slag than we're producing, although we have a tremendous stockpile. I think we're using more slag than we're producing. But if we're not, I'm not going to worry about the tiny amount of excess slag that we have. So, no, I don't think I care about making this expandable. So let's go ahead and we'll put the gem synthesis over here as well. So we're going to need chemical plants. Last time I did this, I went way overboard because we don't make anywhere near the amount of geodes as we make slag, and I made it similar to what I was doing for slag, and it was just way too much. So maybe we'll do half as much. So it's 4 chemical plants. So we'll do 4 chemical plants. And while I'm waiting for that, I can figure out. Do I just want to run I just want to run the geodes on the belt? We have massive numbers of geodes down there. Geodes are probably getting backed up all the way over here, if I'm being honest. Let's go take a look. They don't seem to be backing up production yet. But yeah, that's completely full. And these are half full. We have a little bit of space, and the storage up there was also full. So we have a few of the blue geodes taken out. The problem is that is almost depressingly efficient. We'll never use up our supply of geodes doing that. Of course, if we have excess, we can always turn it into mineral sludge and make more gold and titanium, or even more iron or copper if we want to. Oh, you also notice I went and got some more stereotyte so that I can make gem seeds, which has the added benefit of boosting copper production. Which is good because copper production actually was a limiting factor in our factory for a while, although it doesn't look like it is now. So we should have some stereotyte ore getting saved, or crushed stereotyte getting saved. Yeah. So with that in mind, since copper's totally backed up, I'm going to shut this down for the moment. It is crushed ore we need for this, right? Yeah, it is. We also need sulfuric acid. Alright, I think I like the idea of being able to run these separately so that I can turn off production if, for example, we run low, although I don't imagine that we will. For now, I'll assume that our blue geode consumption is basically meaningless, and we'll run both the blue and red geodes together up here, and I'll make their production basically equivalent. We'll go past the train station. I'll have to go under. I'm running this on the same line as the power line, so I'll have to go under them. Fine. We'll run these up to here. Past where we're doing that. And we'll do it up around here somewhere, where we'll start near where we're doing the slag. And then we'll run another line. I could use robots for this, I suppose. But I kind of like the idea of putting them on a belt. Probably foolish, I know, but I think Factorio is more fun if you can kind of see the flow of goods around the factory, which is hard to do with robots. Now the robots are, I mean, robots are almost necessary for a lot of things in Factorio. But at the same time, I don't want to lose sight of the fact that belt is also nice. It looks like I'm going to have to do that. Okay, looks okay for now. Actually, looking at this, it looks like I want this to run here. And we'll go ahead and set this up. To completely saturate the belts. Alright, now we got our red and blue geode lines. Coming up here. And let's see, I don't see any reason not to use this area. I don't think I'm gonna, well, suppose the purified water is set up there. Alright, I guess we'll use this area. So, our chemical plants were done. I only made 4. Looking at the amount of geodes we have saved up, I think I'm gonna want to do 8 after all. 4 for each side. I think that's even. Okay. So you're gonna do liquefying red geodecrystal slurry. Interesting. No, I think that's fine. You're gonna do liquefying blue geodecrystal slurry. And we'll set up the pipes. And set this up. How long does this take? Takes 3 seconds and requires 5 geodes. Okay. Alright. So then once we have the crystal slurry... So... I'm going to make gem seeds. Which is also going to require sulfuric acid. And crystal slurry and crushed sapphirite, crushed givelite, and crushed steatite. And this is made in a chemical plant. I'm probably just going to need a bunch of these. So... where am I going to want to put gem seeds? Put them over here. So I don't think you need as many of those. So we'll just do... We got the sulfuric acid probably running across the top over here. Where is the sulfuric acid? I know I'm using it over here for something. right, I'm using it on the slurry. The sulfuric acid is right here. Alright, so let's go ahead and bring it over. Actually, at this point, it's almost like might as well just do this. This base is what's attacking me. Alright, well, still working on those emeralds. Alright, well, it looks like I'm going to have to put a cut in the episode here. I'll come back and we'll continue working on getting our polished emeralds up and running. Until next time, have a terrific day.